Well, hello, everybody. Welcome this evening. Yes, I'm in a different spot. It will be a little different, nothing exciting, nothing new, other than I'm just sitting in a different spot in the house today. Hope everyone is doing well. Give me a second here. Okay, now the chat's up. It was being obstinate. Yes, you will hear other little noises in the background. The wife is working diligently here to get some stuff ready for school and the kids there. She's got her Cricut going and making patterns or something because the kids made t-shirts. So she's got to get the designs cut out so that they can put on them. And so anyway,
I'm done.
oh,
Don't make any more noise.
she says she's done. She's not going to make any more noise, but it's not going to bother us. That's for sure. I even saved her a spot over here in case she wants to sit down for a while and relax. And also, as you know, we do have a beast, 4 legs, runs around here. I cannot guarantee that she won't cause problems, but that's the way dogs are. I'm sure Sugar Kitty shall agree with that. But anyway, let's just get right over to the chat here and say hello, Doug. Glad to see you here. Appreciate it. Mr. Morgan from across the pond. Cheers. Great to have you. Hey, Peter. Nice to see you, man. Uh, as I said, I'm sipping samples tonight. And the first thing I've got in the glass, I should have started off with that, is I have that Penguin Welsh single malt whiskey. Cannot call it Scotch because we all know it's not made in Scotland. So, and it is a Madeira cask finish coming in at 46 ABV. And this sample came from Eric Gunderson. And I've been wanting to try this for a minute and just get these things out. Just haven't really gotten around to it. And today I was doing some stuff in the office and we were getting some holiday decorations up. And I said, you know what? This is just going to be a sipping samples Sunday. So that's what it is going to be about. It's just that. Hey, Cooler Running. Man, oh dang. I'm seeing you all over the place lately. Great to have you here. Appreciate it. Bourbon Baller. Oh my gosh. So I have quite a few of your picks that I have samples of them that I have to get into. It's just something you pop up here because I was thinking about you today and I says, God, I got to do it. And a lot of them are the Woodinville picks. So I've got them and I forget which other ones are in there. But anyway, I definitely want to get through those, but they were higher proof, 115, 120, 128, something like that in there. And I go, I don't think it's going to be that high of a proof night, but I am going to have to get to those things because I've been thinking about them and I touched them again today. And I'm like, I absolutely positively got to have them. Hey, Rob, cheers. JD, cheers. Great seeing you. Love having you here. Appreciate it, man. Saw you a bit, JD, on Big Vic stream last night, but I ended up working a little OT and I was tired and just did a little pour of Compass Box Orchard House while I just relaxed in the chair and lurked. So that kind of was a good call because I haven't had that in a while, and that I really like the Compass Box Orchard House for just a every day, just sit back and have a nice little pour. That's for darn sure. Really do like it. Really think it's a good whiskey. That's for darn sure. But anyway, I let Eric know that I'd be sipping on some of his samples, so I'm sure he will pop in at some point. But at some point, people need a break or got to eat. He's on the East Coast. I'm way out here on the West Coast. But cheers here. Let me get a sip of this. I'm surprised. It really doesn't have the maltiness on the nose that a normal single malt Scotch would have, even though this is a single malt, but it's Welsh. I get it, but I get more citrus on the nose. I don't know how any of you are, if any of you have had them before or had that before. To my knowledge, I haven't. I know I have a bottle of it, and I couldn't find it because I searched because I'm thinking, I've got this. I've got this. And I'm like, I'm not sure. And then I didn't find the bottle. And then, of course, just sitting back there, I was like, oh, yeah, I do. I've got it. But I don't know if I have this. And speaking of the man, I told you I'd speak his name, and there he comes. I said I'd text him, let him know I'd be sipping his samples. And just so you know, the Pendrin is the Welsh one, is what I've got poured in the glass right here tonight, Eric. And then coming up is going to be the John Paul Christmas. And this would be a India, as in the country, single malt, going to pop in there. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that after this one. Like I said, I'm trying to watch the proof and kind of go up. It wasn't really going to be a single malt night, but as I started reaching in the box, I'm like, the other proofs on the stuff were just north of where I wanted to go because I did want to try some of this stuff that Eric had sent. So I'm like, okay, great. So anyway, perfect. Yeah, no problem. That's exactly what I said. I said he's either, doing something because he's on the East Coast and he was probably, stuffing his pie hole, getting something down before he ran over here. So I knew you'd be here sooner or later because, once Grandpa got his Jello from the nurse's assistant, he snuck back out down to the TV viewing room, and here he is. And then, person I was hoping glad to see is Whiskey Nose. Hope you're feeling better, Marty. I hear I hear Sean, he come down with COVID, and if I'm not mistaken, Bourbon is sick. Someone had told me, but I don't think he's got COVID. But I know he got sick. But man, it's still flying around there pretty darn good. But anyway, well, you know what, Bourbon Baller, I'm going to find out because that is something I have wanted to try for a minute. And I was talking to Eric about it. And next thing you know, he dropped them off here. So it's like perfect. So let me get a little sip of this one here. Surprisingly good. Malty, sweet, little citrus on the finish here and on the tongue. Wow, that's a nice little drop. I am definitely got to look for my bottle. Like I said, I know I have one. I don't know if it's specifically this one. Hey, Brian, cheers, man. Great seeing you. Hey, can anybody hear me okay? Because I had to adjust the settings on the microphone here a little bit. So I'm going to assume yes, because nobody's telling me I sound weird or anything like that. So perfect. If I do, let me know. Oh, Josh, cheers. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Cheers, Josh. Hope you are doing well. Let me move down here because, man, the comments are flying. Okay, he did. Wow, he did test positive. Man, oh day. Yeah. Whenever. Oh, you are good now? Okay, yeah, because um I got great grandpa's stuff sitting up right here on the shelf. So we can do something and get that together and go on and do a little special during the week because I know it's late for you, Marty. So like 4 here is 7 for you, and then for Grandpa, if we don't start until 7 or 8 your time, he might miss out on Jello or pudding or something there in the nursing home, and then we'd be in trouble. So, but just let me know. We try to do it before the week before Christmas or something like that because I'll be busy that Christmas week. Yeah, it'll be like extremely hectic for me, but it will be. It will be. So, just let me know. Okay, let me move down here. Hey, JD, Stacy.
Hi,
You,
how are you doing?
I'm perfect. If, and which I probably will get. And since you were coming, I had to dig it out because I did get a sample of the Redbreast, the 21-year-old.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know Eric told me it was, and I've been so tempted to open that. And then when you said on your stream that you'd probably
Yeah.
stick your head in, and I'm like, okay. And so I had to find it. I had to find it. I'm like, I know
You're
it's
one
here.
year
I know
older
it's
than me. I went 20 years.
That's all right. I didn't get to that yet. I'm on the Pendrin, the Welsh single malt. And I tell you what, on the nose, it wasn't what how I say it was not what I thought it would be. Hey, I thought I saw a top shelf in here. Hey, Dustin, cheers, man. Great seeing you. That's for sure. Okay. No worries. Just somebody's going to have to give Grandpa an extra cup of coffee after dinner to keep him awake.
Nice.
But yeah, I am good with it. But yeah, on the nose, I really wasn't getting that maltiness. I mean, it's there, but it's very, very subdued in the back. But man, when I took that first sip, it was like, wow. Man, that was like, I mean, it just surprised me. I'm like, holy smokes. This is
Is that
pretty
the
good.
Madeira? Is that the
Yes,
Madeira?
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I've
Yeah,
got
Eric
that
dropped
one.
this off. So man, this is a nice little
We
drop.
still have half a bottle of that from 2017, and it's just it's not one I've gotten into.
Really? Yeah, this is Madeira. If I'm not, yeah, I'm trying to read his writing, but that's what it is. 46 ABV NAS, non-chill filtered. It has a definite citrus note on the finish, but it's not it doesn't linger. It doesn't linger. And I'm trying to think,
No,
what
it's
was
a
the
short
one?
finish on it. Yeah. From what I
Yeah,
remember, it's been a
it
while since
is.
I've
It
had
is
it.
short. Yeah, I will give you that. You're absolutely right. That you remember well. It is a short finish on that. Wow. But I mean, it has a nice flavor to it, without a doubt. But the finish is like, boom. I'm exaggerating a little bit there, people, but it's not what
It
I
is short.
expected. Yeah, it's not what I expected. Mm.
I've been addicted to the cheesy entry-level Bushmills here.
You know what? There are times it just
I like that one.
it
The
just
yeah.
it just does it for you.
It's one of my
tastes
favorite
Yeah.
like budget pours. Still,
it tastes
I
like
like it.
peaches syrup peaches for
Oh,
me.
see, I get candy apple.
Because I'll drink it at the beginning sometimes, and then I'm probably month it, and I'll pour that just to see if I'm really no flavor. It just tastes like a peach syrupy pie or something at the end. I don't know what it is.
I get candy apple, like
Oh,
literally like
hanging.
the candy coating on the candy apple at the fair. That's what I
Well,
get
they
on
had
that
them on
one.
the Costco for $17, so I picked up like 6 of them. So,
I don't blame you
Hey,
for that
they're
price.
great stocking stuffers.
oh yeah, and then I
Mhm.
picked up this bad boy today, a Total Wine.
Is that the
Ooh.
18?
Nah, it's a 10. I wish it was
Oh,
18.
pull that back up one more time. Oh, okay. Yeah. Springbank. I'm sorry. I was looking at it. Is that a
Yeah.
Springbank?
They
Sorry.
had that. They literally didn't even have the sign out. I walked in not thinking anything of it. I go, what is that? What's the price?
What is that?
130, 140, $90. I'm like, okay, I'll get it.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, Z-Man.
What's going on, brother?
Easy, man.
Not a
Cheers,
thing.
Stacy.
Not a thing. Just sitting back, having a little pour and sipping samples and
What I
talking
hear.
to some good people.
All good for you.
Yeah. How you been? All right?
Yeah, I'm trying to stay out of trouble. You know how that is.
Mm-hmm.
This shit always gets me in trouble.
Hey,
Ugh.
it happens. That's for sure. And we can't forget top dog of Whiskey Tube right there. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Hope you're doing well, sir. Nice to see you.
I've been downing the what's it called? That one. I don't even know the name of it. I just keep popping the Irish ones lately. This one. I keep popping this one.
Oh,
It's
the
almost
Powers.
halfway gone. It's like,
Yeah, the Powers is good. I actually don't have any yet because the selection isn't great here. So it's funny you should show that. I'm looking into that, but when I go to make my purchases, Stacy will be getting a picture.
okay.
Which ones? Which ones? Are they all worth having, or yes or no? So, yeah, I don't make a whiskey purchase like that, especially if something I'm not sure
Yeah,
of which is the
there's not
one to
much
get
Irish over here, but the
until I
basics.
consult Stacy. Oh, you got muted. Hold on.
I forgot
it
I
now.
muted because I was connecting to my YouTube, and I didn't know if my YouTube was turned on. So
Oh.
I'm like, crap, I don't want to have the.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
You're all good.
No,
I
I
was
said
like,
you honestly in Vegas, you really don't have the greatest selection.
no.
I don't know why it doesn't make it to Vegas.
For some reason, yeah. Of that here, we don't. We do not.
Ohio is the 4th largest consumer of Irish whiskey in the country, so we get a lot of it.
Wow.
But that's because you buying all of them.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
wonder
so-
why the Irish economy is flourishing right now.
Yeah.
Flourishing.
Lord. Oh, damn. Man.
Holy smokes.
What the hell happened to me? Can you see that?
Man, oh day there, great grandpa. He sent me something, so I'm looking at it. I'm like, but you know what? I'm looking at it like this. They probably felt bad for him, and he dropped his walker or he fell over, and they all come to pick him up or something like that. That's the only other way that that they didn't come and get you. Well, he's at the home. He can't leave. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Hold on here. There he goes. I know I saw Stephen here.
Hey,
Cheers,
Stephen.
sir.
Cheers.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Been watching your shorts on YouTube and laughing at some of those things. Good
They're so
job,
funny.
sir. Good job. Yes. Especially your blooper ones. I liked it. Thought it was funny. Do you think we don't watch this stuff? Come on. We do. We watch it. We see you. But anyway, yeah, this is not a bad whiskey. I'm gonna have to find that bottle. I know I got it. I know I have that bottle. I'm gonna have to find it. But you're right. You're 100% right, Stacy. The finish just isn't. It doesn't stick with you. It's not anything.
No,
you're
it's a thin finish, but
the more sips I have of it, I'm not. The finish does increase a bit, but so I'm getting some of the other residual flavors, a little fruitiness, like I said, the citrus on the palate, the sweet bread note.
that's what I got a lot of.
A single malt. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I got a lot of. And I need to go. Maybe I should go back and revisit it now that I'm.
If it's been a minute since
Scotch.
you've had any,
It
the bottles just sat and had a chance to, really just sit there and develop a little bit, it might be worth a pour.
What's the proof on it?
This one it's 46, non-chill filter.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not a bad proof.
NAS. It's let me hold this up. This is probably better for everybody to see. It's not incredibly dark.
No,
but
well, I mean, it's a naturally colored Madeira finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of
Bourbon
flavor in the
whiskey.
beginning. It's not lacking flavor or anything like that by any means. It's actually pretty nice. I know just now I got my first good waft of the bread note just out of the blue. Maybe it's because I've had 3 or 4 sips.
See, I got that more than the citrus that you're getting. I got a lot more of those malty bready notes. But I've been drinking a lot more, more scotch than before, so I need to revisit it. It has probably been a year since I've had it.
right.
It can't hurt. I mean, worst you can do is sip and go, yeah, there's a little bit better, but I've had way better than this.
Yeah, there you go, Eric. Natural color, non-chill filtration. Yeah. You could tell it's natural color,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah.
I appreciate.
I do too. Although I don't have problems with whiskeys that do add some color. I'm not a purist like that. I don't feel it changes the flavor of the whiskey. You know, my palate is not that developed to know that. So
I don't think it does. It just makes me wonder what they're hiding. What's the point? And I get it for mass-produced crap like
it is,
Jameson.
but also
I get
people
it.
are fixed. Oh, look how dark it is. It's got to be good. They don't understand. Color doesn't have
Nope.
Color doesn't have anything to do with it. I mean, this is
Oh, see if I can-
flavorful, and it's just very pale. I mean, it almost you could almost see through
Look how light that is.
Hey, hold on. Let me highlight. Yes, that's another good one. Hold that up. That's a better. There we go. Yeah, look
How
at
light.
that.
21 years old.
I know, but that's just the way the
That's
barrel
a
is.
natural bourbon cast matured Irish
Yeah.
whiskey. That's what it looks like.
And that bourbon barrel might not have had a real heavy char anyway.
No,
or,
and it might not have been a first fill.
I thank you. Exactly. But this whiskey is I like it. I think it's good.
Yeah,
Without
this
a
is
doubt.
Bushmill
look at
sourced.
this.
It's brilliant. But
Right.
oh, you're all good.
Hey,
You know what?
hey,
They
Mike.
recorded,
Cheers,
Steven.
man. Good evening, sir. Appreciate you stopping
Mike.
in, smashing the like button, and saying hello to everybody.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
so I'm gonna have to cash in on some favors with some friends and get you some Irish step dancing on one of my streams. Because I've got some friends that step dance.
That's right. Get the show hanging how it's done.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one of them to. I'm gonna have to live stream from somewhere and get somebody either to put on their dancing shoes or get their kids out there. I got a couple adult friends that do step dancing, so. I'm gonna have
And
to get them.
after about the 5th, 6th sip of this, it's light on the palate. It's light on the palate. Yeah. I'm going to give you that. It's light on the
drinkable.
palate.
It's very
It's
it's a
absolutely
very
drinkable.
approachable pour.
I could sit and sip on this. This is a nice sample. It's a nice sample. I honestly can say I get a lot of samples from subscribers, and people come out here to Vegas, so it's not like, oh, Anthony's out here, let me bring him a couple of these so he can try this or he can try that. So it happens regularly, but I really don't think I've had ones that I literally made a face and went, oh my God, it's horrible, I can never go back to it. Yeah,
I don't think I have either, actually.
Still getting your bottles, Anthony, to you somehow.
Oh, I thought you said something for a second. I thought you said, yeah, well, let me give you some Malort. You'll change your mind. Yeah. And that's like, what?
No, that was my other answer too. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Who gave you that sample? Can you say?
Who gave me it?
Yeah.
Eric.
Oh, he always has good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Eric
This stuff I'm drinking
really good stuff.
is from him. I've opened other stuff, not on, well, it might have been on stream, but the majority of his stuff I've poured just sitting and relaxing and drinking and, just enjoying it. And then tonight, like I said, we're doing things in here and I'm like, let me move out here, something a little different, changes scenery and sit at the table and just sit. But anyway, yeah, I like this. This is good whiskey. Oh, look at this.
Hey, Mr.
Cheers,
Mom
sir.
310.
That's right. Great to have you. Thanks for popping in here, saying hello, smashing the like button, and just spending some time with us.
He's talking about coloring in whiskey.
Yeah.
It's the same with me. I'm like, if it's not required, why is it there? If it's like I said, on a younger mass-produced whiskey like a Jameson or Tullamore, nobody cares. Because that's not going to people who drink whiskey. I mean, that's going to everybody. But when you're talking like a $300 21-year-old bottle, what's the point? Because the people you're selling it to know it's artificially colored. They can tell.
Delmore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do it a lot.
That's Ken's favorite.
It is.
I like Delmar. I like the 10. I like the what is it, 12-year that you got. I like it.
My husband likes he does like Macallan. He's
Oh,
picked
wait,
up some
look at
Macallans.
this.
I
And
know they
Look
do
at
it.
this.
The
They do
logo
it.
on the bottle mixed with the color. That's an eye catcher, and that's what people want. They want.
Yeah.
They want little
Yeah.
display to it.
Oh, yeah, it's a marketing thing.
Yes,
It
sir.
is.
Good
Let's
to
put it
see you,
this way.
Dave. Thanks, man. Cheers.
The cheapest Glen Scotia have is the Harbor. That's colored, and I love that bottle.
Like I said,
But
I don't care about adding color to the whiskey.
No, me either.
Even
Me
Ken
either.
will tell you he likes it. Ken loves that bottle too. He says he can't believe it's 150 Aussie dollars for a $20 bottle. It's $22 in here. Him, it's
Well,
150.
I know, but I like to appreciate what the cask has done to the liquid.
Mhm.
Like sometimes it's light, like that one is light. This one, look at I mean, this is 21 years, 20 years, two different casks.
Right.
Drastic difference.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And I like to
Yes.
see that.
So,
I do
Stacy,
too.
Those
why
are
do
both natural.
Stacy, why do you think they color it?
For sales, it's marketing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's marketing.
It's because somebody who might not know wants consistency. They want everything to look exactly the same.
No.
So I get it. I said I get it. You know, somebody buying a bottle of Jameson just wants it to look like Jameson. They don't give a care.
And I think they should indicate it, Eric. I mean,
I do as well.
I think they should. Everybody should put on. If you put it on, if you do it, you do it.
Yeah.
If you want it, you're going to buy it regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless, you're going to buy it. So, yeah, I don't care. Put it on
If
there.
it
It
tastes
should be full.
good, I don't care what it
Should
looks
be
like.
full disclosure.
Yeah.
It should be. If you got that for $40,
$40, I would buy it for 40.
for $40, I'd buy it. It's definitely not worth the 80 to $100 depending, because I've had the Macallan 12 and I've said that. My wife and I were out a couple of years ago and I saw it at a bar and I said, yeah, give me a pour of that Macallan 12. And I thought it was okay, but it didn't want to make me leave there and go across the street to Total Wine and buy a bottle. I was like, no. I will tell you what I'd run across the street and buy a bottle of if it was there, either the Glengoyne 12, 18, or the
That's a good
Legacy.
bottle.
These are magnificent, and I'm just kind of holding on to them.
I've been curious about those.
My sister and brother-in-law were in Ireland a
that
couple of
12
years
is good.
ago, and they brought this back for me. It was at the distillery, and the Legacy. Oh my gosh, that's magnificent. That's magnificent.
I would agree. I mean, my husband came home. He picked up the what is it, a Tail of Earth or Night on Earth, Macallan. I mean, it's good. It's not worth the price tag. I mean, it's
Yeah.
good, but I mean, it's got a short finish on it, and it's just not as complex as you would like. And
It wasn't.
but I mean,
Now,
it's not terrible, but
now when you get to the Macallan 25, now you're into a little, yeah. Now I haven't had that, but I know people that have, and they're like, there's a difference.
yes,
Yeah, there's a
there's
difference.
a cost difference there.
There's
as
a
well.
huge with that too. That too.
I
Speaking of
can't pay
Macallan,
more than my mortgage for a bottle of freaking whiskey. I just
Oh, yeah.
can't.
So
I
now
got like a lot of their releases, special
I'm
releases.
going to
of
open
Macallans.
up this Paul John, the Christmas 2023. It's a
Okay.
Ooh, I do like Paul
Paul
John.
filtered tawny port cask finish
Nice.
at 46 ABV. And
That
again,
sounds
this is
yummy. I like
Eric
Paul
dropped
John
this
and I
off
like
to me.
Tawny Port.
Ooh,
Is Paul John a distillery in India?
yeah, the
Mhm.
country. Yes.
Yep.
Different on the nose, kind of very grainy on the nose.
I never realized until I think it's probably a year or two ago too that India is the largest consumer of whiskey in the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've heard
Japan,
that too.
India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Paul John's making some good stuff. I like some of their stuff.
Well, that's what Eric has been telling me and other people.
Mhm.
You know, when I'm listening, it's like,
You're guiding down the road.
there you go.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I'll go ahead. Yeah. Okay.
Ah.
All
How
right,
many drinks you can get?
Okay.
I'm gonna drink my
Hey.
$13
Hey,
bottle. $13 there.
there you go. Can't beat
That's
that. Hey,
40%.
Ben, we're
I gotta
just
start off slow.
talking about you.
Hey, Ben.
Hope you're getting better. Hope
Cheers,
you're
Ben.
getting better,
Hope you're
man.
doing well, brother.
We can't find that kind of good deals here. I wish we could.
Well, no, I walked
Yeah,
into the supermarket and I thought, there's no way that's $13.
I would have bought a
And-
ton of that for 13 bucks.
And then I even took a picture and sent it to Ken, and they just laughed at me. Actually, it's $14. It was 13 something if you bought 6. I said, okay, I gotta get it.
Yeah.
I wish I could have walked into a deal like that. I checked Albertsons and Smith's here.
I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't pass it up. So,
No,
No.
again, great stocking stuffers.
well, you know, I picked up a couple
We-
bottles for you that were cheap.
We use that as garage whiskey. So my husband, like when him and his buddy are working out in the garage, they have a shelf of different bottles.
JD, hold that bottle up again. Bourbon had to wipe his eyes.
For which one?
The one you just showed us. I'm going to highlight it when you pull it up.
Oh,
Spayburn.
$13.
$13.
But tax
Yeah.
$14. And you know, I got the good deal with the 1 liter for you too, the travel one. So that was a good deal too. The 1 liter.
Is that Aussie or is that Scotch?
No, it's Scotch.
That's what we all said, Ben. And this has a
People don't realize-
peculiar.
But people that
This
don't
is-
realize that the 10 travel exclusive is 46%, not 40
Right.
like normal.
Right.
So if you go overseas, grab the 1 liter for about $35. It's 46% 10-year-old, which is way cheaper.
Yeah.
So this is different on the nose. This is not. It's malty, but it has a weird something to it. I don't know how else to describe it. They are all crazy, overpriced. They
You
will-
guys have
they
a good
will-
Irish pub though in Vegas. What's it called? Like McClellan's or something like that?
But he's on the strip.
Oh, I didn't know where that's at. All I know is that is a one that everybody recommends in Vegas.
Is it New York? New York?
No.
Shoot.
I've been there, but it's been a while.
I think it's New York, New York, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Now, there's a speakeasy in Cosmo, but don't get excited because the biggest problem is you look at the menu. Yeah, you're going to pay some things for it, but you ask for it. Oh, we're out. We're out. We're out. We're out.
Yeah, and that happens.
It happens. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
It happens. We're out. And it's like people pay that crap for it, but yeah, but it's
I
all
s-
crazy overpriced. When you're paying, $10 for a Bud Light, come on.
What?
I see what
Oh,
you're
I
saying.
know.
It's not on the strip. It's a few blocks off.
Well,
McMullen's.
yeah, there's another one off the strip. It's not.
This is
darn
like
it.
Southwest. Yeah, that's the one that all the Irish whiskey people say to go to is McMullen's.
I paid $25 for 2 ounces of Blanton's after I asked the bartender to, let me see the bottle. And I gave it to the girl that was sitting next to me, and I was like, just try it. And she tried it, and I'm like, what do you get out of it? And she goes, nothing but alcohol. And I'm like, okay. She goes, well, you're into it. I'm not. I'm like, okay. And it was a 2024 dump date. It was brand new shit.
Is Stacy anything that you want particular when I send you those samples? I still owe you that one.
I don't even remember what. Yeah, you were sending me it was the Polish Causeway, right?
Yeah, I'm babying it because I barely touched it. I'm waiting to give out 2 stuff. See,
Oh. I'm so excited to try that. Thank you.
yeah, I'm telling you right now, it's something you've never had. It's already dessert anyway, but it's just a super dessert with that plum brandy.
I'm excited to try it. When I was
It's-
over there, we got to see the brand new Causeway Distillery. It's amazing.
59.6.
That might be the highest one I have, actually.
You know what? I don't know, Peter,
59.6.
if the lore is cast strength of 2025. I didn't. Is it out? It might be out for you. I haven't noticed it here, but I wasn't particularly looking for it.
They can't sell that right now. The 2023s and 2024s, they dropped them all down to like 80 something dollars. And I still haven't picked it up.
Oh, well, you used to be able to get a $2 draft Miller Lite at the original O'Shea's, and that was right where the link is. So if you're standing with your back towards Caesars, it would be on the left hand side. They had $2 ice cold Miller Lite right here, right now at the bar, is what Brian, he was the guy that stood out there and got people to come in. But that's where you used to be able to go and get a decent priced beer.
I heard Warner Brothers was snapping up a bunch of property in Vegas to create kind of a studio there.
I don't. Well, oh yeah.
Because I was super excited because I've been very worried about one of my favorite shows, BattleBots, that is filmed in Vegas. This has not filmed because they sold the building. And then I heard Warner Brothers was coming in.
I don't know if it's Warner Brothers, but I do know there's somebody like them looking for a lot of land to make some studios.
Over by the Hard Rock, yeah.
I think they're going to go further out because that land is so expensive around there off of Hard Rock. You're talking about the old Hard Rock?
I think that's where they filmed it. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Is that where they filmed
because
it?
That's
I freaking love that show.
That's a Virgin hotel. Yeah. But let me get a sip of this Christmas Paul John here because the nose is kind of funky. But let's see here.
I've only had a couple of the Paul Johns, but they're spicier. If I remember, the ones that I've had have been a little spicier for whiskey.
A little bit of spice, but quite sweet.
Oh, wow.
A definite longer finish than the first one.
What's the finish on that one? Is Eric still in here?
Tawny port.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that.
And
well, the tawny port. I mean, ruby port's a lot sweeter than tawny.
I know, but the nose was kind of fooling. If you get into the nose, there's something about it that would make you go, "What's this?" But when you sip it, you won't give a shit. Now that's nice. That is a nice finish.
Cool.
It has a little bit of pepper spice on the tongue. 46 ABV, huh? I would have pegged that a little. I don't know if I'd have grabbed 46, but I probably would have went 48. Has a little citrus note or something on the end of it there as it comes up. A little citrus note, almost reminiscent of what you would get from a young whiskey, but not. It's not like that, but just that little bit of citrus zest, like lemon, lime.
That you get on kind of a younger.
Yeah, that's what I get on a younger, but
I get the same, like that lemony lime with like salt. Almost a little briny I get on kind of a youthful whiskey sometimes.
Hold that thought.
I think the Waterfords give it away big time.
And dealing at that Waterford, I mean, are they totally done, or are they just waiting for investors?
They've been trying to get an investor and they haven't been able to. And
they can't say that I wasn't buying their bottles. I don't like all of them. I bought 13 bottles from them.
I did in the beginning, but I mean, the whiskey tastes young. It does. The bad thing is they're cuvées, which is what he intended on getting to. And their cuvées are quite good, but they're just, it was too much too soon. And he admits he fudged it all up. But they're in receivership. The bank is trying to find an investor. If the bank is unable to find any funding, they will start selling off assets, which is equipment and whiskey.
So maybe I should hang on to my bottles I don't like. There's some are unsealed.
I
Just
mean,
for just saying, hey, this is what happens when you do it wrong.
yeah, I mean, there was a ton of stuff out there, but yeah, it wouldn't hurt to hang on to them.
I don't like that. To be honest with you, I open up like 5 bottles. I hate all 5 of them. I can't stand it.
I like the cuvee I have. The others, I can take it or leave it. Obviously they're a couple years old and I still got some left. So
Yeah, I bought all the original first core lines.
the single farm origin,
Yep.
they were 4 years old and they tasted every bit of 4 years old.
Yeah, oh yeah. And I got that Galo one right here, the 1.1 or the organic.
The Gaia.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's the organic
I
one.
got all the American editions. I got German and editions and one other edition, but I got 13 bottles.
They had a I think it's called Fettercairn that was a peated that was really good. They
Yeah, I
did a
did try that.
cuvee. The cuvee coffee is very good. I have the cuvee, it's pretty good. That's the problem is that, you know, he'd intended on getting it to the point where it was like a wine where you did these cuvee blends. And they're to that point. They're producing some pretty good blends, you know, but it's too little too late, unfortunately. I think I kind of wonder, and I have not read anything to this fact, but I
Well,
kind of wonder if some of the distillery money wasn't used for that failed rum distillery in Grenada. Because that went under a couple months ago.
Maybe. Well, I know that that might get lucky if a Chinese investor does it, because I know that my favorite company overseas in Campbelltown is owned by a Chinese company. So
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Is you're going to see more of these distilleries getting snapped up by big names. The other big news was
at a discount too, big discount. So
the other big one was Beam Suntory decided to move all their bottling off the island of Ireland. So all of the Tyrconnell and Kilbeggan, the bottling for that is now going off to Scotland, and I can't remember where else, somewhere else. I'm assuming the stuff in Ireland will probably just go to Scotland.
Spain,
yeah, that's right.
Spain, yeah.
Evening,
Hey,
Donald.
Donald. How you doing, man? I can tell you from just the gossip, they're not the only ones. The Waterford's not the only one in trouble.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not any of the good ones.
Hey, there he is. The man, the myth, the legend of Livewire Whiskey, Mr. Stahl himself.
Hey, Mike.
Cheers, sir. Always great seeing you popping in here, saying hello.
Yeah, none of the others are in danger. It's not that they're in danger of being sold, but we've heard rumors about certain places that have ramped down distilling, paused distilling for right now. Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with locally in Indiana, MGP.
Yeah.
They're slowing their rolls. They have so much stock right now, and the market's taking a different turn. So
that's what I'm hearing a lot.
I think it's a combination of just the market being oversaturated with so much, and the fact that, you know, people they've hit a ceiling for what they're willing to pay. I mean, we've gone, the prices, if you look at the last 4 years, have exploded. And I think people just reach their limit. Like, yeah, I like it. I'm not paying that. I'll get this instead. And
exactly. I think all of us get to that point.
There's some bottles I love that I'm like, no, I won't buy it. I won't pay that.
Yeah, there's a few bottles that I've seen. Even I'm a Glen Scotia fan, where it's right at my max, and I just walk away from it. I can't do it. And certain companies I just love. I'm not willing to even pay for it, even try it.
The big one, and I put it on blast here. I'm like, it's no secret. I have issues with Irish distillers, but I picked up the Gold Spot 13. So I picked that up in Belfast for 100. With the conversion was about 150 US. Okay. It's retailing for 300 in a control state. That's ridiculous. It's not worth that. It's not.
Right. And I know I was at Total Wine today, and I'll just say Boonhaven 18 was like $400.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
out of your
ridiculous.
mind? $400 for an 18-year-old? I can go to
Yeah.
LA and get a store pick Boonhaven 30-year-old for $500 if I want it.
There's a lot
So-
of bottles that I would rather pay that I could get for less than that. I get two of something else I like.
Like this one.
Oh yeah.
Me and we love this company right there, Anthony, right?
Oh, Alexander Murray. Oh yes. That's the 35.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a blend. Oh yeah, it's delicious.
It's $225.
Yeah.
And it's
And-
good.
but the people who look at that and go, "Oh, it's a blend whiskey." The majority of all whiskey you drink is a blend.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I got
Unless
a
it specifically
30-year-old
says single cask, single barrel, it's a blend. They take a bunch of barrels and
38-year-old
blend them together to get the.
Yeah.
So,
But
and it's
that's
under-
good. He knows I had that, and
Yeah.
so it's like, oh yeah, no, that's a good.
Yeah.
drop.
So think about this one.
This is a
38-year-old for
single cask. This
170.
was one cask. This was done for a festival. It's one cask release. But aside from that, yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, they're not mass producing, Bushmills 21 out of one cask.
So I'm gonna open up another one. So the John
Sure,
Paul,
yeah.
the Xmas 2023, with it finished in the tawny port. I thought it was good. I really thought it was good. The nose threw me off a bit because there was something about it that was odd. But boy, once you take that sip, phew, that's it. You're good. You're good to go. I'm going to open up a Dairyman's. The looks like 5-year South African French oak. Looks like French oak at
Which one?
43 ABV.
Which one?
Looks like Dairyman's. I know. Draymans.
Is that part of the Baines company, or is it separate? So if it's
I don't
South
know.
Africa, it's 3
Eric
ships.
will have to. Eric will have to fill us in on this one.
Yeah.
For a second there, I thought, how did I get one of yours in here? But it's not. It's from Eric.
Well, I know that the Baines has a different name for their actual. Well, Baines and 3 Ships are the same company, and 3 Ships is just peated product. Baines is their non-peated product. They usually have finishes. So
That's what we're trying to figure out. That's exactly what we're trying to figure out.
yeah, if you get anything that says 3 Ships, that's Baines peated. So that's the difference that was told to, and that's what it seemed to be.
So let me open this thing up here. This is a South African. It
Basically,
is
what do you got?
43 French oak. Looks like French oak reserve, something to that nature. But okay, let's see here. Using my whiskey encore blend here. Anyone seen Cheech lately? Well, I know he. Okay, here we go. Hold on. I knew Eric would jump in there. There it is.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now, let me get just a smidge more in here, and then let me highlight this real quick here for me so you all can see. Put the cap on. I don't want to spill it. So you can see it's not bad. It's kind of light as far as the whiskey goes, but we'll see here. And I guess I got it in here. It looks. Oh.
Hey, Eric, is
unusual-
it corn? Is it
Ah.
single grain?
You know what? It's going to sound weird, but I'm getting a little rubber note. A little sweetness, a little, definitely citrus.
That's because
Some
they use
malt?
plastic barrels.
Maybe they do in South Africa. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I'm being funny, but yeah, I was like,
Oh, it's a single malt. Okay.
kind of. I said, getting a little maltiness. So it's just kind of, again, it has a peculiar nose like the John Paul did, the Christmas of 23 here. But
because I
as
have
I,
that Bang Shiraz, and it's 60 something percent, 62, and it's dark as red you've ever seen in your life.
it's just like I said, it's something peculiar on the nose. It was like the John Paul. So you're like, hold on. I got to check something here.
Good one, Mike.
Okay. Eric sent me a text of the picture of the bottle.
Mm.
Yes, we need this stuff, you know. It is French Oak Reserve. Okay.
Oh, I like French oak.
5-year-old. Distilled, matured, and bottled in South Africa. All right. Okay. All right. Let me get a little here on the palate, and let's see what's going on with this.
So far, nothing you have peated, right? It's all been non-peated. Okay, good.
Now that's different. I know it's going to sound weird, but on the retro hail, it almost had a bit of a beer taste to me.
Like the maltiness from beer, or like carbonation, or like hoppy,
like hoppiness.
Okay.
Like an IPA.
Yeah, on the
Okay.
retro hail.
Mm.
Hold on, I'm just going to let that sit there a minute.
What's a bad time to sell alcohol right now because everybody's short-handed in their pockets. So a lot of that stuff is not selling.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to buy on secondary, Christmas time is a good time to do it.
Let's put
People
this
usually
way:
aren't spending.
they have an independent bottle of the Port Ellen, 35-year-old. They're selling for $2,650. Normally, that's a $5,000 bottle at Total Wine.
I picked up another Redbreast 10-year cask strength, the Birdhouse bottle, and it had been retailing on the auctions, the secondaries, for like 150 and up. And I think I got it for like 120. So they're starting, which is what they were going for. It was between 105 and 120. So they're starting to come back down.
So yeah, this is unusual as far as it's not bad. It's just not something I've tasted before. That's for sure.
And you said it's South African?
It's South African. It's not like the Baines you dropped off to me, JD. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, Stacey, I'll send you this Baines right here.
Okay. I've never had any South African whiskey.
So I've had some, so that's why I said I was sipping it. Hold on, let me highlight that.
Oh, look at the color on that.
I know.
Shiraz.
Oh, Shiraz cask.
I do like a red wine finish.
And it's 62.6 or 8, whatever it is. I can't see.
But like I said, it like Eric said, it's an unusual one. It is. It's not
That sounds good. I like that.
But it is definitely a flavor. I mean, it's a malt. You'll get that for sure on the first sip. The second sip, it really shines through. A little citrus note on the finish. The finish isn't bad.
And what kind of cask finish is it?
French oak.
Nice.
It's not finished.
It's matured in French oak.
Correct.
Okay, I gotcha.
Hold on, I'm just looking at the bottle here. Yeah, it's not finished. No. Nope. 5 years in the French oak cask.
Nice.
Those are nice. Those are usually really like a buttery mouthfeel. They're usually really rich.
So, Stacy, you said you like finished barrels.
It is buttery. It
What's
is
that?
buttery.
You like finished barrel, like bourbons,
Yes.
like finishing stuff. Okay, I got
Yeah.
a Ruby Port.
And
Yeah,
it's
this
honestly,
definitely.
I do think bourbon has a tougher time with finishing than I think Irish and Scotch take to it better. Bourbon's tough because bourbon's got such dominant notes already. You got to balance that out. And I've got a lot of overfinished bourbon. Like it's
Well,
just,
I picked up this Doc Swinson's when I was at the distillery with Mark and Troy Man, and it's phenomenal. It's a 6-year-old MGP finished in Ruby Port.
oh, that sounds good. See, the one I have from Starlight, I didn't like. It was, I
Starlight.
don't know if it was Ruby or Tawny, but it was overdone. It was
Okay.
too much. But I've got some from Nulu that are, I've got, Nulu does some good, but I've got some that are maybe a little overdone there. So I think bourbon's tough. Bourbon's tough to get finishing
It is.
right.
I just think it's because of what bourbon is and the ingredients in it versus the malt, the
Yeah.
single malt and stuff like that. I think it takes that, let's just say Oloroso or whatever, the Shiraz. I think that it gets more from that barrel.
Yeah.
Since
That's
you're
just-
talking about,
That's my layman's.
all right, entry level sherry.
Oh, that's actually
That's well.
a nice little pour there.
I had, when I was at a bar in Banff,
Oh, yeah.
Alberta, I had a pour of the 15. That was the first time I'd had it. I loved it. The Solera.
Oh yeah. That's a
I
good
would
one.
buy a bottle of
But-
that. I really liked it.
But that bottle he's got, you should be
Mhm.
able to find it for I'm just using Costco as an example, $35.
Oh, don't even
Yeah,
get me started on you guys out west in your Costco.
Yeah, it was.
We
It
can't
was.
buy alcohol in Costco here.
So always, I never had it before, and I've been seeing it, but I went and bought a couple of them.
Is that the 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 12.
Okay,
About
so
3
that
of them.
is $55 here.
What? No way.
Well, you
Is that good or
thank
bad?
goodness there are people that actually go to Toledo
The 31 here.
and Columbus, so you wouldn't have a problem in someone dropping it off.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
I'm
it's
2 hours from
powerful.
Toledo.
It's not complex or anything, but people will think it's just a nice, easy.
It is,
super
and
sweet.
for the for
For
what we pay for,
$30?
JD, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I would absolutely buy that. And that's a 12. Oh, that's a 12-year. That's not the regular 12-year.
No, this is the Sherry Limited.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
It's not your
Yeah, this is
standard.
the Sherry Limited. Oh,
Okay,
I got the
don't know
12.
if we have that one here. The regular one is $54 here.
The
Yeah,
standard.
we do. Sherry
Wow.
cast finish. That one was
Yeah,
60 here.
it's a limited Sherry cast 12-year-old. It's a
Yeah.
43%, something easy, simple. I like it.
Yeah, that's Amontillado sherry.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's $60 here.
What? You're buying 2, get 1 free here.
Yeah. Matter of
Wow.
fact, ASMR whiskey picked me up one.
Are you gonna go to Ohio or anytime soon?
I told you. You never know who's going to show up there.
You
Well,
should
I
be
look at this
Vegas,
statewide.
I never know who comes out there. Look, Carl T's here. He's just here for
Yeah.
a night. But, boop.
Like,
There you go.
Oh,
Like-
Michigan Costco, you can buy alcohol. Oh,
You don't need-
cool, Josh. Oh,
you
all
know
right.
that most places you don't
I'm
need a
not that
membership
far.
to buy alcohol, right? There's a lot of places, Costco,
No,
so you don't have to have a membership.
You cannot sell alcohol above 40% in Costco in Ohio. The state
Oh,
will
okay.
not allow it.
But
Yeah,
I know
we're-
some states where you can buy actually like the ones that can sell it, like
Yeah.
the regular alcohol. You don't need a membership by law.
Yeah, that I do know that, but yeah, Ohio controls the liquor stores within the state of Ohio. They will
That's
not
right.
allow Costco, Sam's Club, any of those places to have them.
Back when I was at Youngstown State in the 1980s, you can go to Kroger's or stuff like that, but
Mhm.
you didn't get anything more than 40 proof. You know, you can
Yeah.
get your Jack Daniels, your Jim Beam, and
Shut
some
up.
other.
I didn't know you were at Youngstown State. So yeah, when I was at Akron, yeah, we used to go across the border to buy Everclear in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah,
It
because I still
wasn't
had a
sold in
Pennsylvania
Ohio.
license. I still had a Pennsylvania license,
Yeah.
so I would go over and get, you know, a couple cases of the handles of Everclear,
Yeah.
so we could
We
make
would
our
make the drive over to
jungle
PA
juice
to buy liquor. Yeah.
for our
Yeah,
fraternity
if
parties.
you come to California, we get good deals at Costco. I mean, literally, we always have
Oh,
seasonals.
yes. I curse my
It's
friend in
crazy.
Southern California every time he mentions the Costco deals he gets.
And
Like,
in my neighborhood, they put out first come first. They don't sell it. They don't put them in those glass casings like some Costco's do. They put it right up next to the cheap stuff. And
Yeah.
if you see it, like I did one time, missed it. And like I almost missed this one. You know, the basic entry level anniversary.
Mhm.
It's $40 here, $39.99. And then I walked past that. I was like, this doesn't look right. I went back. It's a whole pallet of it for the
they
anniversary.
put that in with the allocated stuff on Single Barrel Saturday.
Here,
They put that wild
here
turkey
it's
here.
pallets, and I got what he paid for it.
And the
Yeah.
entire state sold out in about 8 hours.
That's
But
crazy.
the thing about it is there's like 100,000 bottles of that stuff put out.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like
It's
you said, it's
rare.
highly allocated. It's not.
We're out. The entire state sold out of it. Sold
Well,
out of
it's
what we
not
got.
like it's not around. Call Jimmy. He'll send some more.
Oh, I know. We're right there. They're only 3
It
hours down the
shouldn't be
road.
allocated. There was there's just a metric shit ton of it out there.
Everybody said the same thing. They said, why is this one included with all the single barrel bottles? This one isn't a single barrel. It's not allocated.
Let's just put it this way. I picked up mine 3 weeks ago, almost 4 weeks ago, and it's still a half a pallet there. Still sitting.
Yeah.
I was gonna go back out the next day and pick one up because I didn't get one because I got so many single barrels that day.
Is
And
it
I'm like,
worth?
well, I should go
It's
back
good.
out and get it, and it was gone.
It's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not worth 50 or 60, 70 bucks that people are paying.
I don't know what it was here.
Because I know that like people say, oh, it's 50. I'm like, that might be the max, and I'll probably just get one.
I can tell you what they sold it for here.
So let me say this Dairyman's was unusual. But I would spend a little time becoming more acquainted with it than the little bit that I had. But it's one of the most interesting, unusual, but tasty pours I've had. And I can't even do the Glenmorangie Tale of Forest because the Tale of Forest was an unusual Scotch in the way that it was produced with using woodland botanicals to dry the malt. So it gave it a little smoke.
See, I would love
And
that.
the juniper berries,
Mac Mira did that. Mac Mira used juniper berries in their smoke on their peat whiskeys. I loved that.
the real, how do I say this? The damp, it was you could taste it in the whiskey. The if you're out in the forest after it rains, and
Like the
you can
pedicord?
smell- yeah, you could smell this stuff. So that's kind of what it was like. But it was really well rounded and put together. And so I bought a backup. You know, and I still see it on the shelves, and I can't understand it. And the Tale of Ice Cream is the next one coming out. I'm not kidding.
I want that one.
It's already here.
It is? I haven't seen it yet.
It just sits there.
I kind of want that one.
I'm gonna get it now.
Yeah. What do you think of
the Tale of Cake was the Tale of Cake was good, and then what's the one that I still see it there?
Tokyo, the Forest, Dark.
I got the Tokyo. I got the Forest. The Tale of Cake I missed. I wish I would have got, but there's another one. But there's a reason why it's still on the shelf.
What do you think of the Nectar Door?
I haven't had it.
Haven't had it in a while.
The Sauterne.
Yeah.
That's
I haven't had it.
If you like Sauterne,
yeah.
But real orange. I got so much orange on that one. Like honey on orange. I really liked it. It was sweet. It's desserty.
The Circus Peanuts orange is what I got on it.
Yeah, I mean, so you got more of that kind of chalky, artificial.
Yeah, chalky.
Because Stacy's here, I've got to do the Redbreast.
I'll pour Redbreast with you. I was I haven't had Tolman's Gate in a while, so I poured this Tolman's Gate.
So I've got the Redbreast, the 21-year-old
Sorry, Hank.
ex-bourbon sherry cask.
I'll do one more pour with you, so I gotta pick up.
I've heard that twice from you.
Right? I know.
I heard that
All right.
twice.
I'll do the no, I don't do the Rio. We'll do this other one. We'll do the I've already been drinking sherry. We'll do the Quattro Barilla. I don't know Spanish.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get a highlight on that. I like that purple. Yes. Look at that. I haven't
Nice.
seen that one here.
This is a travel exclusive.
There we
You
go.
can only
That's why I
get
haven't
at the
seen it.
Dublin and Shannon airports. So when we went to Ireland, I specifically booked flights through Dublin and took a bus to Belfast so I could pick up a couple things at duty free. So this one, Oloroso Sherry, Tawny Port, Virgin European Oak, and Bourbon Barrel.
Dang it, AZ. Come on, man. It killed me, Smalls.
So we have a little Redbreast 21 in the glass. 46 ABV, non-chill filtered. You just let that. Let me just let that sit there a moment.
Oh, Ben said you don't have the link up for people to join.
It's there. I didn't
Is
post
there?
it.
Oh, okay.
I just did. I had it up because remember Z-Man was on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang it, AZ's calling me out.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Stacy, I don't think you've seen my bar, right?
I have not. No. I haven't been on with you in a while, JD. Oh, holy crap! That looks great.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that's not everything else.
It's overflow.
Nice. Yeah, my overflow's in the basement.
Oh, do you notice he has another extra backup of that Alexander Murray?
I noticed that.
You noticed I seen that, JD.
Easy.
I seen that, JD.
We moved.
My eyes went right to that.
My husband created this new studio for me upstairs on the second floor in our house so I could get better Wi-Fi signal. And so all the Irish is up here, and there's some on the floor. The corner floor is full over here. But all of our Scotch and bourbon is still downstairs in the basement. And then there's still some bottles in the bathroom closet. It's just, we came back with 42 bottles from Ireland. So it's a lot.
Wow. Hey, but you know what? That was an awesome trip you went on.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah,
It really was. It was great. Everyone was wonderful. I've talked to a few people this week. I talked to Gareth Irvin from Copeland. They just had their big new release of their first distillate themselves, and it's a chocolate malt. And I'm like, I tasted some of their chocolate malt new make. Why the hell aren't more people using chocolate malt? It's so good.
I don't know, but you know who did? Ardbeg.
Did Ardbeg use chocolate malt?
They use yep. Or was
Love
it
me
black
some
malt?
Ardbeg. I'm gonna have to get it.
But it was a committee release called oh my gosh, it just popped out of my head. Not the pirate, not Ardbeg. Oh my goodness gracious.
Supernova, Hypernova.
Nope.
The punk rock one.
The core line or the limited?
Oh my gosh.
A committee one.
Ardcore. Hold on.
Was it Ardcore?
Ardcore, yeah. It was an off one. Hold
Son of a
on.
bee. I might have to look for that one.
It was from
Sorry.
22, I think it was.
There's been one or two. There's been two
Ardcore something.
that are using crystal malt in Irish whiskey, but I had not personally heard of anybody using chocolate malt until Copeland. And it's freaking good. Their rye is really good too. Actually, their rye was my favorite. And unfortunately, I did not get in on the cash share on that one.
There we go. It is Ardcore something, but it was a committee release by Ardbeg. But I have some left. And
he said Ardcore was Ardbore. He did not care for that.
I loved it. And if I would have really known how that bottle would have opened up, I would have went and backed that up. But by the time I realized how well and how nice that thing opened up, yeah, it was,
Is it good or is it Oogdal good?
oh, it is better than Ugadal.
Hanging AZ
Yeah.
is funny.
Oh, righty then. I'm definitely
I
gonna.
mean,
have
I
to
like
look
Oogie. Don't get me wrong, but there was something about that black malt that just wow. It
that.
was
You know, one that I actually find myself going back to, and I'm out of it. I've got like a tiny pour left. I need another one. Is a no, and it's the least
oh
smoky.
yeah. That's
It's
see, we
Hey,
talked to
Ken.
Pete and here he is. Yeah.
It's the least smoky, and it's just it's really
It's very chewy, it's very barbecuey.
yeah.
I haven't had any in a minute.
I love all the sherry in it. The sherry, I think
It is
because the smoke is a little
it's
less, the sherry really
wonderful.
bounces up.
It's wonderful. Oh yeah. And the one I bought is in the metal tube
Mhm.
Oh
because
yeah,
you
yeah.
can still find them
With the
without it.
barbecue
But
tube, yeah.
yeah. But I just like it for the tube, and that's why I bought it because it was no different than if you got one in a box. I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
give me the damn tube," because if I drink that, I can get another one and just drop it in the tube.
There you go.
But oh yeah, it's really nice. It is really nice.
I should open up
Oh,
a new.
Eric poured some McConnells.
That's nice.
That's a cool distillery to visit. It's in the old Crumgall Road, the Crumlingall Road jail. And there's
And you
still
know
a lot of
what?
aspects of the prison that they kept.
That McConnell's, a lot of people kind of turn their nose up at it because they don't know about it. And I've said to
It's
them,
a good one.
I go, it's a very good whiskey. I mean, yes, it's value priced on the majority of it, but I go, don't overlook that because of the price.
So the sherry cask we got here is different than the one over there. So the Graham, is it Graham Fraser, who's there now, who used to be at Dunville's? He came in and I said, you know, I like it, but it's like liquefied raisins. It's a lot of sherry. He said, yeah, I thought the same. He changed it. So he thought that once the first release was too much sherry, he thought it was overdone, and he tweaked it slightly. And so the one we have over here is different, and the one over there is really good. It's much more balanced, much more balanced. So eventually, when we sell out of the stock here, we'll see the new bottles come over. But I think it's a vast improvement on the regular one, and it's a great whiskey. I love it for the price.
But that's what
McConnell's
I'm
is
saying.
nice. Yeah, it's a
People
great bottle.
will overlook that. And I said, why are you overlooking McConnell's? They go, oh,
McConnell's
it's cheap.
is
And I laugh and I go,
yep.
you drink Jameson, don't you?
To
And
every
they
bar.
get quiet for a second. And I go, well, that's not a $50 whiskey, not Jameson. And if you're paying $50 for it, buy it for me.
They have expensive. They have a 21 year if you want to get bougie with it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
I like the.
Don't they have
I always have a
an
$33
old
bottle of
16?
McConnell's.
Don't they have an old 16?
Yeah.
The Jamerson 16, I think. Like an old labeling I saw.
You mean the 15 or
15. I don't know. I'll be honest with you.
they
I
have a
wasn't-
Jameson? I mean, they did a 15-year single pot still.
Okay, maybe that's it then.
The newer bottle or old bottle?
Old bottle, the old dark green one.
Oh, I think that was a 16.
So
I'm
if
not the
anybody
biggest
is
Jameson
not,
fan, so I don't know all
I
if
the
just saw
anybody
it
has
show
not
up in
subscribed
Lithuania.
to Scotch Down Under, there is the link right there. Those of you that may be lurking in the background and not
Yep.
participating in chat, he is down under. When I say down under, I'm talking Australia, the land of Oz, where shit just happens down there.
Ken, did Chris and Lil ever get you? I sent them. This was last year. I sent them a bottle of the Midnight Silky for you. And they
I
they
think
had a
he did
sample
get
for
that.
you.
Ken,
Did you?
didn't
Okay.
you get the silky from them?
I thought
Or
you
am I
did, but I just want to
mistaken?
make sure. Yeah, I sent a big old sample of the Midnight Silky, and I put 4 Ken on the label.
But isn't
Nice.
that the peated one?
Yeah, that's the
Yep,
the
that's what I
Imperial
say.
Stout
Okay.
peated one.
I don't know.
It's the
Ken will
Imperial
have
Stout.
to confirm.
If not, get a hold of them because they probably still have it.
Well, I thought he got my mug from the last time they were here, not this year. He didn't get it yet. I thought he always had it. And he's like, no. And so today, Chris was like, oh, I thought
They
I
haul
sent that
so
in the
much
box.
stuff back with
Oh,
them
yeah.
that
Yeah.
it's going to be easy for things to get forgotten.
Okay, here.
Okay. Yeah. I sent a big sample of the Midnight Silky for you.
It'll take 2 months.
Well, it'll be quicker than if I sent it.
Yeah.
Oh, look. I think Chris could hand deliver it to the post office where Ken is, and it would still take 2 months to get to Ken.
Wow.
So
I mean,
Anthony,
That's
I opened
crazy.
up a 1934 blended Scotch 2 weeks ago.
Where'd you find that?
Wow. Look
Hold
at
on,
that.
hold on. 1934.
Wow.
It's
Was
lightly
that?
peated, but on here I like this one. It says, hold on just a second.
Yeah,
It
go
says
ahead.
and
Go
then
ahead.
it says distilled in Scotland and bottled in the United Kingdom under government supervision.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they watched every drop be poured into those bottles.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff like that. Like that Dunville's bottle that I had. Or the
I
one
mean,
I
it has
had.
the old labeling on the bottom of the etched. And I opened it and I was thinking like, it's gonna be good. It's lightly peated.
Some of them.
It was a little evaporated. I put a new cork on there, and it just like. So when I come there to Vegas, I'll bring it for you.
Well, what'd you think of it?
It's actually really white and smooth. It's lightly peated and lightly malted. Just easy.
Mm.
You can taste the age in it though. I mean, it's big time aged. But
Wow.
thinking what it is from 1934, and it's made for the U.S. It's actually for I guess you say like a barrel pick for New York. Some company I never heard of. I think they went bankrupt. So yeah, these are pirate barrels.
What year was that? 39?
34.
34. Well, yeah, because American Prohibition was around that
Yep.
time. So yeah, that would be a pirate barrel.
Yep.
That's amazing.
And I opened it just to see it because the cork was acting kind of funny, and then I put a new cork on there after I said, let me just try it. I wasn't sure if it was good, and because a little bit was evaporated, and the cork was bad, and it tasted good.
Wow.
Tasted really good.
That's so amazing. That's amazing to have that kind of piece of history too.
Yeah, I was shocked. I did a little research on it, but I couldn't find much on it. I found the company who makes it, but they make a bunch of different, I guess you would say store picks, I guess you would,
I
prohibition
wonder if
stuff.
somebody in Scotland would know more about it. I don't know.
Oh, they would. I've seen different versions, but mine's the older label, not the newer one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I just opened it up. I got some gems here, so that are hidden like that. Just like
That's
Scotch.
a big gem. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Well,
I got
I will say
38-year-old
21-year-old Redbreast.
Mhm.
Wow,
That's a good one.
it's nice. I've just been
Supposedly,
sitting here savoring it, and it's like, this
so
is nice whiskey.
there have been a lot of complaints about the price of Redbreast here of late, and supposedly the rumor is that Redbreast is supposed to be changing US pricing more in line with EU pricing. And you're starting to see that because all of a sudden certain Redbreast bottles are being discounted. Not all of them though.
Well, I can tell you where the cast strength went from roughly $100 to $150.
Yeah.
Like overnight, it was ridiculous.
That one was originally 400 in Ohio and now it's 350.
What?
It's still out. I wouldn't pay 350 for that. So
Oh
here's
my gosh. I was buying them at 99, and when I knew it jumped up or was going to jump up, I backed it up. So they even had the new price. I said, nay. It says $99 right there. I think it was, or $89, something like that, but $100.
So here's
Of course they gave it to me for that.
Yeah, this is the kicker. So like Bushmills 21. Bushmills 21 is $320 in Ohio and it's still 80 proof. This is Bushmills sourced. This J.J. Corey 21 year. That's Bushmills sourced whiskey. So that's a 21 year Bushmills sourced whiskey at 54% ABV, and it's $250. Unfortunately, if you're outside Ohio, you're not going to get this, but the only difference is this is bourbon cask matured and the Bushmills 21 is Madeira. Only difference. I would rather have the higher ABV, especially for, what, $70 less?
You see
So,
what Ken said? Government's not going to give them a break. They want to keep that tax money.
so they have started discounting bottles here that we're starting to see. They had sale prices, and the rumor is they're starting to fall more in line with EU pricing. This is by no means, altruistic on Pernod Ricard. It's because they're losing money. I mean, obvious, they're not going to they would not lower their price if they weren't losing money. And I think they're losing money to all these new independent Irish distillers and Irish brands that are making their way over here. And we're like, oh, that Redbreast 21, yeah, that's a lot of money. I'm just going to get this over here instead.
So I know
So.
you're talking about Irish, but let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Glenglassau is, and it's in Scotland, it's opened back up, and the Sands End and the Portsnoy, and the Sands End was named 2023 Whiskey of the Year by, of course, Whiskey Advocate. But I tell you what, the 12, the Sands End and the Portsnoy, that's their base expressions. They're fantastic whiskeys for the money.
And that if they're good whiskey for the money, I think that's the big thing. Dunville's is the same. Dunville's won a bunch of World Whiskey Awards, but it's a solid whiskey. I mean, they win year after year. I mean, if you like sherry finishes, they're sherry bombs. So those are really good whiskeys. I think the problem is things. I think it's. Like I said, I've heard that. I've talked to the state liquor people with this too. They're even said they think people have hit a ceiling as far as what they're willing to spend. We've hit that peak, and we're starting to see the downslip of that. So the good thing is we still have a lot of good, and I'm sure Scotch is the same way. There's still a lot of good Scotch brands out there that are independently owned that are great.
Well, okay. JD just had a bottle.
Yeah.
Alexander Murray. They've been an independent.
I get other ones here.
Forever and a day. But hold on, let me highlight that.
Oh, the Signatory. See, I've heard about the
Yeah.
Signatory line, and I've never grabbed any because I didn't really know a lot of. All I've heard is that it's good, but I don't really know a whole lot about it.
Hold on. I got to highlight that one. Hold on. Here we go.
Wow.
Hold on.
Oh, I know you got more.
That's just
Don't
right.
knock that
That's
35-year-old
not
over.
Scotch.
Now that Duncan Taylor 14. Yeah, I've seen that somewhere and I can't remember where.
That's just at my feet.
But
I've been looking at more like this because we have a membership of Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, and I haven't bought a bottle since last year. But I mean, their releases. I mean, at least it's it's cask strength Scotch, but even those are kind of pricey. Scotch, I think they're getting they're even higher than Irish.
The independent bottle here of the Ben Nevis, which is a sherry finish, first Oloroso, 10-year-old, only 671, 56.9 was only $55. So
that's a great deal.
it is, but the thing about it is people don't trust or know some of these independent bottlers like Duncan Taylor, Alexander Murray, and Signatory. Just using that as an example because he held that up. If someone doesn't talk to you about it or tell you about it, you have no idea what some of these things are. And people see, blended Scotch, 35 years old, $280. Are you kidding me? I don't know anything about that. Don't buy it. I did because I know. JD did because he knows.
I buy a lot of independent bottles, and it's trial and error. And I mean, it's a few that I don't like. But the Signatory Edredor, that's like fire motor oil engine is so good. They just do a really good job with
Edredor. Does not sound good. Motor oil does not sound good.
It looks like motor oil, not taste of it.
Okay, it looks like it. Okay.
I mean, you can't see through the bottle. Let's just put it that way.
I've heard good things about Edredor.
Oh, it's good.
That and is it Ardna Merkin?
Uh-huh.
I've heard good things about that
Yeah,
distillery.
yeah, they're good. But
But
but people don't look at those. They see them, and let's say they're $200 for a 25-year-old.
oh, here we go.
And instead they go get the Macallan.
But
Here
but
I get an independent bottle, which I always show this. This is a 44-year-old grain I got for my birthday this year.
the future,
Yeah. And this is from the whiskey exchange.
mm-hmm.
And I got this one for overseas, but this is a 10-year-old Heaven Hill 66.6% ABV independent
Whiskey
bottle.
Exchange has a hell of a redbreast single cask.
Yeah.
But like I said, people don't
buy it.
really take into account these. But you need to look at all these avenues because there are some
Good deals.
exceptional buys
Yeah.
by these people if you just understand these distillers and where they're getting some of this stuff from. All right, now Alexander Murray makes a lot. They have a 8-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, 15-year-old, 16, 18, 20-year-old, but they may not list the distilleries per se. So yeah, you got to roll the dice sometimes and take a gamble, but the vast majority of them, particularly the 12, 15, 18, 20 plus year old bottles, there's some very good juice in there.
So is it like an NDA that they can't say the distillery at
Probably.
all, or is it like Scotch Malt Whiskey Society where they list a cask number and you could still Google and find out who it actually is?
It's
No,
probably an
they-
NDA.
NDA?
And
Okay.
But usually the independent bottles I buy are all age statements and they're from the distillery directly. Because a lot of the stuff that we have in our blended and like I'll just say like Johnny Walker, it's hard to get a single cask of their behind the scenes stuff they produce a lot of, which is really good if you can get it. Only the
I'm
independent
not a
bottles
fan of
carry
Johnny
that.
Walker.
So
For
that's the
blended,
problem.
I like Compass Box. I'm not a fan of Johnny Walker.
No, it's Johnny Walker blends with good stuff, but you can't usually get their core line product actually in
Okay,
a
I
single
gotcha.
cask. They just mix so much stuff together, and you never know. A lot of the stuff, like I think Donna was up there. A different company was a Camera Bridge. I have a
Mhm.
29-year-old that I gave away. It's a single grain, but it was so good. It was only like $50 for almost a 30-year-old single grain.
I have heard that single grain hasn't really is it not well regarded in Scotch or just hasn't taken off?
Yeah, but it tastes so good.
Oh, I know. It's the single grain
it's
Irish
so good.
is becoming a thing. Well, it
I-
already is a thing, but
I just got to say, Peter White, he's spot on right there. That's just it. I mean, you have to know this stuff, and
what's the
people pay
secret
attention.
Orkney distillery? What's the name?
You
That's
pay
Highland.
attention, people,
Park. Yeah.
because this is one of the things that we all need to know: who's doing what's influencing different things, or what these these independent distillers are, who they're going out after and grabbing this stuff. And it's not because it's bad whiskey. Sometimes, in the majority of it, is either they made too much, they don't need it, they need some capital, or the whiskey that they thought was going to be good enough for a particular bottling just didn't meet the expectation or the profile
Yeah,
they
it doesn't
wanted,
fall into
but
their
it's good
flavor
whiskey.
profile. Yeah.
So they sell it to, let's just say, Alexander Murray, just using that as an example. And so they buy it from Highland Park. They buy it from, I'm going to throw out Macallan. I don't know if they even would sell it, but they buy it from some of these places. And
Bushmill sold off a bunch of
fabulous
stuff.
whiskey. It's fabulous whiskey.
Like Macallan sells odd age statements to other secret or independent bottles.
Yes.
Bushmills, when they got bought by Cuervo, sold off a whole lot of stock.
Yeah.
That's how JJ Corey ended up with some. Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, a bunch of places did. Backbone Bourbon.
Yeah, I got like a Macallan 17-year-old.
James, I don't want to know how much that costs because again, I just got the Copeland first release, so not going to tell you how much I paid for that one. But we fell in love with the distillery when we were there, and
See,
and
this
the
is
whole
this
little.
is a
a Glen
this is
Scotia independent bottle.
My husband is ready to pick up and move to Donegal and just start freaking catching our dinner off the coast. It's
If Ken's on
love it
here,
there.
it's his favorite.
But see, these types of discussions are valuable to the people in the whiskey
Yeah.
community. We need to understand this, that stop looking away from some of these things.
Oh, cool. That is so cool. I like that label.
He likes
The
because
single
it said
cast
Glen
nation. That's really
Scotia.
cool.
And it's 57.8. I paid a
He
little
See,
liked
my
it because
husband
it
is a
said
big
Glen Scotia.
So my husband is a Lagavulin fan. He's a hardcore Lagavulin fan.
Me too.
And I'm trying to find others because Lagavulin ain't cheap. So I'm trying to find
Well,
other
not
stuff
anymore.
to also get him into. And Eric actually has sent us some Kilhoman because I've never tried
Mhm.
Kilhoman.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna try into that. But
Oh, Kilhoman? Yeah, it's a good one.
Mm.
yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna replace his Lagavulin though. He's
It'll never replace it. But
no.
now Kilhoman Pete, and I know Ken's in here. Kilhoman Pete and Lagavulin. Okay, just separate it because it's not the same.
So what would it be
So-
the most? I mean, I guess is there anything similar on Isla that it would be? That would be the.
But see, depends on where you put your shovel in Isla, like where Lagavulin digs their
True.
Pete.
Because I love
you know,
Ardbeg. I'm not as big
just
on
saying,
Lagavulin.
it really is the terrain and where it's at is totally different. And go over just a mile or 2 miles, and you won't get the same flavor.
So is
My
is
analogy.
Lefroy just digging right out of the asphalt?
Oh my
'Cause it's
gosh,
terrible.
Lefroy! I don't understand that. That is a
Oh,
totally
so
unique
bad.
and
I just
and
can't. I can't. We have a
oh, I
Lefroy
love
10
it.
downstairs, and if he doesn't drink it, it's never gonna ever go anywhere because I just can't.
I mean, it's magnificent whiskey.
See, I'm a
Magnificent.
Lagavulin and Lefroy fan instead of Artbake. I don't like Artbake.
Oh, I like Ardbeg.
Really?
I mean,
It
it's different
tastes like
taste though. That's what people.
it tastes like ham and barbecue.
I've tried,
I
but I
love
think
it.
because I wasted my time so much. That's why.
I love it. Devin likes he likes the Lagavulin. He loves the Offerman. Ben actually helped find the last of the Offerman series, the original one. That's the only one he was missing. And I really like the rum. He absolutely loves the Guinness. Freaking loves that Guinness cask. He's gone through 3 bottles. He has 2 backups.
Oh, nice.
Friggin' loves it.
Like she John
Oh,
says,
on the
Kilhoman
oh
is
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
The
absolutely.
Lagavulin Offerman Guinness absolutely loves it.
You better slow down because it's not there, and if you find it,
No, we've got it. We still got a couple backups of it.
oh, I'm
We-
sure he does. But that Guinness is good. I have the backup, and I just finished, just almost finished with the first bottle, and I think you've heard me tell the story. I had 2 or 3 pours of it when I first got it. I told my wife, I said, "You need to drive me back to the store."
Every time he
Why?
cracks one, I have somebody.
I had to
come
go back
try to
and get a
find it back.
backup of it.
Yeah, I can't
Not
believe we
because I
found the
was
original.
inebriated. It's just
Here,
that
I mean, you don't see those original Offermans out very much anymore, and he
now
found
I
that, so
just
I
picked one of
completed his
those up.
collection.
I just picked one of those up.
I'm
thank goodness
not big on celebrity whiskey isn't usually good. I mean,
it
as
isn't.
far as celebrity
It
whiskey
isn't.
goes, it's decent stuff.
I'm not gonna pour Pete. Stop talking about Pete. I love Pete, so stop it. Stop it.
Well, guys, I
No.
have to get to bed because I'm East Coast and I have to get up in the morning
Oh
for
yeah.
work.
All right.
But it was
Well,
so good to see you guys. I haven't talked to
Yeah.
you
Oh, we
forever,
do?
JD. Ken, it's always good to see you. Ken, you're gonna come back on my channel and do some more whiskey.
Do you hear that, Ken?
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be super cool.
That means he
Perfect.
has to get up in the morning.
Drink some more Irish whiskey, yeah.
Oh yeah, twist his arm to day drink. I know.
I mean, yeah, you got to come back there too.
You know, I'm ready for potching.
Oh, I could send you. I picked up some more.
I know you
Potching.
can
I
because
picked
I
up some more
watched that
Potching.
stream. I watched the stream.
I have
and
one that tastes like burnt kettle corn. It's really, really good.
Oh, nice.
What's his name? It's what you said. You're gonna have to send him some kettle corn so he can
Yes,
understand.
yes, I actually did get his address and sent him some Orville Redenbacher kettle corn because they don't have kettle corn in Ireland. He didn't know what I was talking about. It tastes
What?
just like burnt kettle. Yeah, like burnt kettle corn. Yeah, they don't have kettle corn over there.
I thought everybody had kettle corn.
Nope.
Well,
Nope, they don't have kettle corn.
Kettle corn is so
well, I'm
good.
just saying.
It's
it
an
just goes
American
to
thing.
say.
Yep.
All right,
So,
I will
Ken-
see you two gentlemen later. You have a wonderful
right.
night.
Thanks for popping on. Great to see her. Always great to have her.
Oh, yeah.
And truthfully, great conversation tonight. I mean, these indie distillers, people got to know, and people got to be aware that they really do have some good juice at
I've
a
never really had
decent
a bad one
price.
yet. I've had one that was mediocre, But then I say mediocre for half the price. I can deal with that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just it's I have no problem in gambling. When I say gambling, throwing some dead presidents down there and picking up indie bottles. I just don't. I
Since
think
this is a good one,
they're
I'm gonna pour this.
overlooked, and there's some of them are a great price. Now, are there some that you get and you're going to be disappointed because it just didn't rock your
How
socks?
dark that is.
Oh, look at that thing. Hold on, let me highlight that. Oh yeah, look at that. And that is the Torbeg, or which one is that?
No, that's the Dunkin' Taylor. Yeah, it's the.
Did it name the distiller? I can't see it.
Yeah, Glenn Tauchers, Tauchers. I'm not
Oh,
good.
okay. Okay.
He could spell it, pronounce it, not me.
I can't. I don't want to hurt myself.
But it's good. And it was.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was see how many bottles. 630 total bottles. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is strictly imported for California only. So it says right there.
But yeah, so when people
And then Sugar Kitty gave me one too. The sample.
hold on. I can't quite read it, but hold on. Let's see. Oops, sorry. I apologize.
I don't know if you can see it.
Okay, 12 year.
Yeah, it's a 12-year distilled 100 proof and stuff. Yeah. So I just opened that one yesterday. I was hoping it'd be on Ken's stream. It's a 12-year-old, and this is phenomenal too. This is really matured for 12-year-old. It's signatory.
But see, there's some great juice out there, and 12-year-olds. I'm fine with a 12-year-old Scotch. I'm fine with a 12-year-old Scotch. A 15 and 18. It doesn't always mean the older the better. Sometimes. And many people say, people will say, "Oh, look, the Macallan 12 is just good. It's not worth the money." But if you get the 18 or the 20 or excuse me, the 25, boom, there you are.
I buy a lot of their limited stuff, like the classic cuts and all that stuff.
Holy smokes! Look at him. He did his hair.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, mouth of the South?
Well, I figured you guys would want to see what I'm sipping on.
Robitussin?
Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least you're eating. Hold on. Let me highlight that. Is that chicken soup?
Jewish penicillin.
Chicken
I was about
soup?
to say, is it penicillin?
Mm-hmm.
Little chicken and matzo ball soup here.
Hey, I'd eat that with you right now.
Mom decided to make a hand delivery.
That was nice. But I'm just glad to see you because, Sean's down with the ick too.
Who?
Whiskey Wars.
He's got it too? I didn't know that.
Yep.
It's going around right now. So there's a lot of people at my work at it too. So
no, mine's the official vid.
That's his. He took the test.
That's what's going around.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I need to get better because I need to do it.
Did you get the hand delivery? The samples? Okay.
Yeah, they're here, JD, but I got them once I was sick.
No, I just want to make sure I know you're sick. I just want to make sure you got them.
Actually, I think I got them before I was sick. They're here. They're here somewhere. I just wanted to say hello.
Good.
I sound
You lost your taste buds or what? You have everything good? You're just not feeling good?
Oh, no, I've got the vid.
No, you have no taste?
No, I'm okay. I didn't lose smell or taste, thankfully.
Okay, good. I was just worried because some people lately have been losing their taste.
Yeah, luckily, no, that didn't happen. Thank God. Knock on,
Yeah.
I was on that Paxlovid, and that gives you like the metallic taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I think I'm even this good now,
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But yeah, he
I was trying to catch Stacy, but there's some reason this computer turned off in the last week when I haven't used it. And
I
Well,
see
she's got
Donald.
to get up from work, and normally I'm not BSing this long because Livewire's on. But we really got into a good conversation, and we were talking about some of these indie
oh,
when it comes to Scotch independent bottlers for Scotch, like
Hmm.
Alexander Murray, and
Oh, yeah.
and how
I got
a lot of
something interesting to try when I get better. And if you guys don't have it, I'll send you some.
hold on.
Oh, yes, that's a good company. That's good. That is
You
super
have
good.
this, JD?
I've had it before. Yeah, it's gone, but I love that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did you pay less than 60?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
good deal. Good deal.
And some places want over 100 for it now.
I know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If you paid about 50, 55, that's where the price should be.
I think I
Not
paid
100.
53 plus tax.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good bottle.
Yeah.
Have you tried that, Anthony?
No, but I know about it because I can't remember where we heard it. But
I've been hearing nothing but good things about it.
Oh, it's good. I haven't had it in a while, but it was so good when I chased it. I think a couple years ago. That was in Europe when I
The one
bought
I
it.
really want is the Diwali release because it's
Okay.
TX Sherry finished.
oh,
like-
you got me at Sherry.
Like it's super unicorn status.
Hmm. You got me at Sherry, that's for sure.
Like I think this year it might not have left India.
I walked into Total Wine. They had
No,
Springbank and
I
Ingwer and
don't know
Temper.
if I've never had the injury or I've had the injury.
Hmm.
I don't know what
I don't think he's had it, is what he's saying.
Who?
Eric.
Oh,
he said. Ivor. So that could be I've
neither.
had the injury, or it could be I've never had the injury.
Well, he'll look at that and go, "Oh my gosh," and fix it.
Is he drinking again? I'm just kidding.
He'll fix it. But
Spell check.
yeah, like I said, normally I'm not on because I won't go over Livewire. But man, we've had just such a good conversation with Stacy
That's
and,
all right.
and
I don't
JD.
go on there anymore. So
But well, I hate to.
this
I
is a
always say I
pack of
hate to.
matzo ball people.
Well, hey, I have no problem with that. That'd be good right now. That's for darn sure. Especially with what you have.
Yeah.
But the best thing is you didn't lose your taste, so you want to at least want to eat something. It may not be much.
Yeah, the worst
When
thing
you
is
lose-
I gotta try and get back to normal by Tuesday because I got a store that has to declare on a pick by Tuesday, and they want my opinion on it. It's a Black Label Old Foe.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If people want that, I need to be able to go taste it, but I need to also not get everybody sick in the store. So
Well, that's true.
Get him sick. Who cares?
Here we go.
that particular store is one of the few true hookups. And if you guys ever came and visit, that's one of the stores I would take you to because they have all kinds of old scotch sitting on the shelves.
Okay.
I've actually gotten Matt from Whiskey Crusaders some stuff from there. There's that level of weird stuff sitting on there.
Are they museum prices or are they actually priced
Oh
right?
God, no! Especially not for me.
Oh, okay.
No, not museum at all. More like prices they were when he got the stuff.
Oh, that's even better. Like
Well,
actual.
17 and
Yeah.
18-year stuff, sub $100, at $100, under $100.
If you can get something like 17 to 21-year-old, that's about a 120. That okay, that's a reasonable price.
Yeah.
I don't mind paying the $10 a year thing, but starts getting like
Exactly.
250, 300 for 18 years.
Yeah.
And so he has had that injury.
Yeah, that's good.
But
I liked it.
well, like I said, it's one of those things. I know of it. I haven't had it, but I knew of it when I saw the bottle.
The other one I like is it room? I can't say it. Room fire, whatever it's called. Ken has a bottle. I think it's a bourbon barrel finish, but I think it's Indian. It's from I don't know if it's Taiwanese or India. Can't remember.
I don't know off the top of my head either, but
They make
Anyway,
India,
but
India makes good stuff. So
yeah, I just don't know if
Yeah,
anyone is.
421 bottles for the 24. I thought 23 was worldwide. 24 at 400 bottles. Yeah, okay.
there you go, Rampart. There you go. Donald knows it. See, there you go. That's a good whiskey too. I had the sherry finish. I think Ken has a bourbon finish. Guess you say
I don't know.
Rampure or Rampure. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but I know it's something like that.
And it comes to these names, I suck at it. I totally trash the names.
Mm-hmm. Well,
That's what it is. I do have an Alexander Murray. You remember when Scott Trooper passed away for cancer?
oh yeah,
I did buy one of those bottles, the Bunnahabhain 27-year-old from Alexander Murray, to support the family when going to the medical. So
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
have
yeah.
one of that still. Pretty cool because it actually has the Stormtrooper on it. And I thought that was kind of illegal to print that and put on, especially from an independent company, because it's owned by Disney. Or well, at that time, I think it was Lucasfilms.
So I have injury and I have some Paul John.
I was just drinking some Paul John Christmas
Christmas, yeah.
2023. That's an unusual whiskey, but it was good. The nose kind of threw me for a bit, but boy, the palate was.
I have
was
the
nice.
Nirvana.
Yeah, that's what
I
Eric
have
says.
the
The double
Nirvana
finish.
and
That's
some
good.
other bottle. I don't remember what it is. I think it's a black box.
Ooh. So good. Mm. That's so good.
Mm-hmm. That's it. But oh man. All right. Well, I wasn't gonna have another pour, but since Bren's here, and I think I'm gonna reach for my I'm gonna reach for a Glengoyne. I'm gonna have the Legacy. I really like that.
Man, I don't have any Glen going.
That's all right. You don't have to. Pour your Baines, pour whatever.
No, Baines will put me on the floor at 62%.
Well, you don't have far to go. Your bar's not that tall.
So
I
have you
don't-
gone back to the original Offerman, Anthony, or not yet?
I have not. It's funny you should ask that. I thought about that for a fleeting moment, but I'm like, no.
Well, the reason I ask is because I got Hewitt and I got what do you call it? Stacy's husband, Devin. I got him it. She was talking about it. I got both of Hewitt.
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
I know of about 3 bottles
You made me do
left.
it.
Christmas
Hey, Paul.
time bottle, all kinds of unusual bottles sell. I know of about 3 bottles total in 2 locations. So if either of you backups,
So are they the price about the same?
yeah.
Okay. Hey, Paul. Cheers, man.
But it's not something to back up just to back it up,
Yeah. Well, I'll have
It's just, I don't want you guys in a month to say, "Oh, I wanted it," and
That's true. I
they're
just was
gone
talking
now.
about that. I was just talking about that. To where you're giving it a chance to open up and do its thing, and for what reason you just don't get to it, and then by the time you get to it, you go, "Oh shit, yeah, I think this might be backup worthy." Yeah, it's too late.
I saw Donald shopping one at the Polish food market there in Canada, and he got Bigos, which is, oh man, he's getting ready for the holidays. It's big in Poland for the holidays. Bigos is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think has this helped my voice any. I don't think so.
You sound about the
It-
same, but I think it sounds a little more pronounced now, or before it was
Ben, you
a
sound
little more
moist.
subdued.
You tease, JD. You tease.
Well, you know what? You just got to get over it. You know what I'm saying? It just has to take time, and You just got to eat right and rest. And I hate to say rest your
Yeah,
vocal
I
cords,
mean,
but
I've been at this since it's over a week now. It's,
yeah.
Oh, so you should be over the hard part, right?
Well, so what I'm worried about now is they call it a COVID rebound or a Paxlovid rebound.
Okay.
So right now I'm doing pretty good, except for the voice and maybe a little sniffling and I get an occasional cough or two.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm worried in the next day or two because I finished the meds that I'm gonna.
Yeah. It's going to come back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah. I
Hopefully,
always told everybody else that people who drink.
I mean, usually if it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. So the odds are never in my favor, but we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got a whole box of samples from JD here I got to get into. God only knows what that guy sent me.
Trust me.
I think
Been there,
I
done
think
that.
there's
Got the T-shirt.
I think there's like one camel tone in there.
What?
I think one camel tone's in there.
Only one?
I don't know. Check the label, man. I think I sent more than that. I think I've sent you a bunch. I don't even know, man.
I'll find it.
I don't even know what I sent you, to be honest with you.
The box is here somewhere.
It should be a brown box.
I mean, I've been so out of it, I don't even know where things are anymore.
It's on the floor. Don't worry.
I'll tell you which bottle disappointed me. I'm hoping it opens up. Was this?
Yes.
The mermaid?
You have to wait for it.
Yeah, because this was with all the work I did to get this,
Oh, I know.
I was like, I tried it and I'm like, meh.
Let's just put there's a few that are like that from Glen Scotia where I've come back like 30 days to 2 months later, and it's like 90 days. Like, why wouldn't it start like this? This is way better. And then I don't drink it at all. And
You found that in that one?
I'm hoping to. I'm curious as the icon too.
Oh, were you not impressed either?
I would say for the price, no, but
Yeah.
I would say as it gets older, it will get better. So
I don't know where I put it. I'll find it when I'm better.
yeah,
That's
definitely.
it. It's exactly what you got to do. Find it when you're better.
Because like right now, we have a few Glen Scotia still running around here that are on sale. So right, love, you love beef.
About it for like a year, and I asked people to try and grab it for me. That didn't happen. Then it finally hit here in one store within 75 miles. So I went and got it. Got home to crack it with Ken, and then
Eh.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, even Ken says, got to open up.
It's one of the.
It's just
It's only a few like that.
I would say it's the first Glen Scotia or Springbank I've ever had that wasn't just yay on the first sip, on the fresh crack.
Mm-hmm.
What make you feel better? It took me forever to buy my bottle because I was so reluctant because I heard mixed signals about it. But then people said if you open it up at the beginning, if you might like it at the beginning, but if it opens up after 30 days or so, they say it's phenomenal after that. I'm like, okay, I'll buy it. Then Ken had his, and everybody else was supposed to have on the stream, and it didn't work out for me. I still have mine sealed. So even I just keep everything sealed, man. So it's just, but yeah, I had a sample of it. And it's super good.
I tell you what.
Okay, it's Polish food. That's really good.
Mhm.
Borscht. Why would you clarify the borscht? I mean, I don't know. In my family, when you have borscht, you want to chew it. You gotta have the beets
liquefied
on the
beets.
bottom, and you mix it up, and you.
Well, borscht in Poland is like it's liquid beet. There's like no beets in it practically. It's just like pure liquid.
Yeah, it's more the Russian style. It has the
Yeah,
beets on
yeah.
the bottom.
Yeah. See,
My
I can't
father
do
always
beets.
preferred that style, so that's what I grew up with.
Well, me married to a Polish woman and having all like 18 years of this stuff, you Yeah, you learn.
which is ironic because we're Polish, but
Yeah.
he likes what he likes, So that's what I grew up on.
Well, we got pierogies today, so
Hey,
I actually
My wife would
found
like that.
excellent, authentic Polish. I don't know what to call it, deli, I guess,
uh-huh.
by a moderate honey hole of mine. I wouldn't call it a real honey hole. Better for old stuff like paper label turkeys, things like that, weird stuff.
Right.
But like it's a Polish deli to the point where I don't even know what to order. But they have the hot bar and they have all different kinds of kielbasa, but I don't know. They're like, what kind do you want? I'm like, I don't know, kielbasa.
Yeah, kielbasa is tricky. It's strictly just is a good sausage, but if you can ever get the like beef jerky, but it's called cabanas, is even better.
They have all kinds of stuff. I just don't know what to order. They have like a whole like thing of
let's
like.
put it this way, if you ever go back, send me photos. Me and my wife will go through it, and we'll circle it and say, get that. Stay away from the other stuff.
I mean, nothing I've had there has been bad. Everything I've gotten has been good. But well, the thing is too, I don't know which of them I can eat raw, which of them I can eat, and which have to be cooked.
Who cares, man? You don't ever get sick from that food. Come on.
Well, I mean, which ones need to be cooked?
Just stay away from blood sausages. You'll be all right because I don't like it. So, yes. Shanka, yes.
There you go.
Shanka, yes. I stay away from that shit.
There you go.
It's blood sausages with blood and meat and buckwheat. I can't do it, man. It's too. If you like iron, you want some iron, by all means eat it, but I can't do it. They all love it. I can't do it.
Yeah, well, Donald, you also like poo whiskey.
If you want to know anything about Polish food, I'm literally married to a pure Polish woman. She'll let you know everything to stay away from and to get.
My grandmother, who was
Jigs.
Polish, isn't around anymore. So
Okay, yeah, and we always buy Polish stuff for Christmas. This year we might not do a traditional one, so might not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We get our stuff from Chicago because Chicago has the biggest.
That's the one that has a lot of Polish liquors and Polish. But right then, the liquor store next door has a lot of Polish liquors, a lot of Polish vodkas, Polish wines, all kinds of stuff. It's a small name. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Chigsy. Love you too.
Yeah, I got some. When I open up my brandy finally from Poland, it's 70%. I'll send you a sample of 70% brandy, plum brandy. I haven't opened it yet. I'm afraid.
Is it Schlebovitz?
No, it's a local one. It's a local one you can't get. It's local. It's 70%, man.
It's right on it. Slivovitz.
Yeah, see, I can't read it, man. Don't ask me. Only when I'm drunk. Not drunk. It's a local one out of northeast Poland near Lithuania and I would say Russia and Belarus border. So.
Oh, well.
Ooh. What year, Donald?
But Chigs, you wouldn't believe how much better I am now than I was. This is amazing. My voice was as deep as Andrew's. Last week.
You should have sold yourself out for a while.
No, it was, except for it sounded like, it sounded like ASMR whiskey plus a frog.
He's part of the Disney characters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you guys see the latest movie that Disney's remaking?
No.
Hang on, I'll show you.
Over the Rainbow? I'm just saying. Never mind.
No, it's Old Yeller.
Really? Come on.
Well, the dog's black.
It's the wrong color. Oh, gotta diversify the color. My apologies.
There it goes. Anthony finally hit.
I'm just saying. Sorry, Mr. Jiggs, I'm using your line, but
Sorry about that. Guess the soup loosened something up.
there you go. That's good. That's good. That's the matzo balls working. It's
Were you-
releasing
were you
all
forced-
that chicken penicillin.
Hey, Anthony, were you forced to take the diversity inclusion?
Every freaking year.
What the
We had to take ours. I feel like I'm more racist and stereotyping and biased now than I ever have in my life. I don't look.
It's-
I was forced to take it by the county, and I'm like, this. I would never thought like that. Now I feel like everything I say is racist or biased.
well, don't
Jesus
worry.
Christ.
There's a new president. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, your governor is trying to circumvent that by creating a $25 million defense fund.
Oh, gee, yeah, I saw that. Luckily, my HR manager is. She took some input from us, and we're just like, yeah, I know we're forced to do it, but it doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And we have like every color, race.
Now
whatever you
I'm
wanna call
with
it,
the
so.
GD boxes.
Exactly. But where are we at here? 6:31. Okay. You two stay put, but I'm going to end the stream because, Livewire Whiskey is on. And normally I'm not streaming here. I send you guys over to there. But do me a favor, pop over to Livewire Whiskey and tell them that I sent you. And sorry, but the conversation was just too darn good. And then Bourbon showed up and I just couldn't leave. But I will send you all over there, and I'm going to continue talking to Ben and JD a little bit here. But it's been great tonight. Thank you all for popping in. And like Marty said, if you remember from earlier in the stream, pay attention because we're going to be doing a special stream because great grandpa sent us some whiskey that me, him, and Great Shot have to figure out what it is. So we'll be doing that here upcoming before the Christmas holiday. And so pay attention for that, and you'll get to see us all again. Sorry, but that's just how it goes, people. But anyway, have a great night, everybody. Head on over to Livewire. Tell them that I sent you. Sorry about being late, but it's just how it goes. So cheers, you all. See you next weekend. Have a good night.